If you've been wearing press-ons for a while now, then you may have noticed some ridges forming on your nail plate at one point or another. And they're not necessarily attributed to the press-on nails themselves, but by the actual nail preparation in the lead up to applying those press-on nails. And full disclaimer, there are a number of reasons why this could be happening, anything from past or current illnesses to nutrient deficiencies and everything in between. But if you've noticed that they've only appeared since wearing press-on nails, it's probably just some mild mechanical stress from prep and wear. As long as there's no discoloration, discomfort, sensitivity, then they will probably and should grow out in a couple of weeks. For clarity, this is just based off of my personal experience and isn't meant to be any sort of medical advice. I'm just sharing my personal experience and how I've dealt with them. So the ridges can appear on one or multiple of your fingernails. Most commonly, they will appear on the thumbs, at least in my case anyway, and it's usually a result of temporary stress or a slight disruption during the nail growth phase. And this can show up as a visible line on the nail or a slight indentation on the surface, which you can feel. And it's most likely caused by the nail prep. So the main culprit is overdoing the nail prep. While nail prep is super crucial for long-lasting press-on nails, more isn't always better. So over-prepping and repeated stress on the nail plate can not only make your nails more brittle and sensitive and wear them down, but it can also cause damages like the ridging. So a few things to consider: avoid over buffing your nail. You don't need to file or shave the nail down with the nail block. Just gently buff away the shine and that's it. That's all you need to do. You could also be applying too much pressure during cuticle work. So when you're pushing back your cuticles, just be mindful of how much pressure you're actually applying there, because you could be bruising and damaging the nail matrix. Another one is forcefully applying the nails, especially because you need to apply them from the cuticle or the base of the nail first. That could also be contributing to it. Another one is repeated or forceful removal of the nails. So you always want to soak your nails and never rip them off, because you will be applying pressure on the nail bed unnecessarily. Incorrect sizing could be another reason why this might be happening. Because you're wearing a press-on nail that's too small, it might be pinching the nail plate. And if it's too big, that will also add pressure to the nail plate. And it could also be a reaction to certain nail glues, so make sure that you always do a patch test. And also using your nails, especially your thumbs, as tools. So if you're using your press-on nails to scrape a label off a box or opening a box, that could also be adding pressure to it. Just these little things add some micro stress and trauma to the nail plate, so you just want to be mindful of that, because doing this repeatedly can actually disrupt the growth of the nail, which could cause the ridging. So how do you avoid it? Just be mindful of your hands and don't use them as tools. Be really gentle with them. Avoid heavy or aggressive pressure when you're doing your cuticle or nail prep. Always soak your nails off and never forcefully pick them off. Keep your nails and cuticles moisturized, so maintaining hydration will actually help with the flexibility and strength of your nails. And allow yourself some occasional breaks from nail enhancements, whether that's press-on nails or any other nail treatments, just so that you can keep on top of and monitor your nails' health. If you do change your nails frequently, I wouldn't recommend buffing your nails more than once a week, just because doing this multiple times within the same week, you're basically thinning your nails down. So doing a full prep isn't always necessary every time. A question that I had for myself was whether or not they would grow out, so I wanted to kind of test it. I haven't prepped my nails in more than 3 weeks now, and the ridges have grown out. So that's just me ruling out that it's probably me being too harsh on my nail prep. So this is what I found from my personal experiment. Here you can see the ridge where it's a little bit closer to the tip of the nail, and everything underneath that where the new nail growth is, everything looks fine. So it's definitely my nail prep in my case. Again, this is just my personal experience and my little experiment that I conducted on myself. This is not medical advice, so please don't come at me. I just wanted to share in case there was anyone out there who might be experiencing the same thing, especially after wearing press-on nails. But it's worth noting, if you are experiencing any health concerns, always reach out to a licensed professional, especially if the ridges keep reappearing in the same place, or there is discoloration or any sensitivity, or they're just appearing even though you're not prepping or wearing any nail enhancements, then definitely get that checked out. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. I don't know if it was, but anyway, it's there. Okay, bye.